everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Today is a really big day because I have my first proper show jumping lesson with Joey. Now, I have actually jumped him a few times before, which I'll include in today's video because our first couple of jumps, they were a little bit funny. I think one of them, it felt like Joey kind of had 3 legs, so prepare for some entertaining content. But today I have a first lesson where it's a proper show jumping one. He's been back jumping for the last sort of week or so. Actually, the last sort of 2 weeks, I've been busy doing my book tour, so I haven't jumped him for a little while, so again, might be a little bit interesting. But first thing I need to do is give him like a full proper groom. I'm gonna tidy his mane up, wash his tail. He looks a little bit of a state and I haven't given him like a full pamper session since he's kind of been on box rest. So today we're going to try and smarten him up and look a little bit more like a show jumper and less like a, I don't know what he's looking like, a little hairy beast at the moment. I am going to turn the electric fence off because I have been zapped by this at least 4 times in the last week or 2. Why did I let you out naked? Why did I let you out naked? I know. Horsies have got to be horsies. Right, I don't think I've actually put this head collar on you before. It's a nice new one for the special occasion of being a show jumper. No, not in the mouth. No, we don't eat it. I know, you just want to chew on everything. Go on then, mister. Are you ready to be a show jumping horsey again? Oh, your forelock. Joey, why is it a gunnel? There we go. He's not looking like he's got a quiff anymore. It was sticking up like that. So today I've actually decided to groom him outside rather than in the wash bay because he is so dusty. I feel like all that dust is just going to hang around in the room and he's also molting at the moment. I kind of regret not clipping him. Oh, he's smelling the grooming box. There we go. So last time I had a lesson with Felicity, or the first time I had a lesson with her actually, when I first brought Joey over, she said that he looks a bit like a broodmare because he's got a big old tummy and a long old mane. I feel like his tummy and his weight has gone down a little bit because I think he gained about 70 kilos while he was on box rest. But to be fair, Joey, I don't blame you. The main thing is that he's healed, he's happy. I don't mind that he looks like a wild beast, but today we're gonna give him a makeover and I think you're gonna look a lot better afterwards, aren't you, sir? Yes. So to start off with, I'm just using this jelly scrubber because look how much dust and hair is getting up. But also he has some proper muddy patches. You know it's spring because fluff is everywhere. The hedges are starting to grow leaves and the horses are out naked without a rug. So Joey has been living his best life recently as a hippopotamus. But it's getting there. You can actually see just how hairy he is. So might be here a little while. Look at all the fluff. You can see all the little holes in it. Oh my goodness. Joseph, you're so hairy and so dirty.
We've been talking over something casual, and you got that wonder, supernatural.
All right, so I'm actually trying out this new shedding blade that I bought online. And I want to know, because I've seen this online loads and loads of people have been using it, I want to see if it's actually worth the hype. So I'm going to be giving it a go on Joey today. I have just used all my other grooming brushes on him as kind of like a once over. So we'll see if this actually works because I feel like I've got most of the fluff off him. So you can kind of see on the bit where he hasn't been clipped, which is where kind of like the saddle goes, it is getting up a lot of hair. But you can more see all the dirt that I've been scraping. Oh, that's getting off a lot of good bit of hair there, Joey. I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed. Oh wow, there we go. Now it's working. I think on the bum is definitely where he's still got quite a lot of hair left that hasn't come out. So you can see that working pretty well. The next thing I'm going to do is give Joey a mane makeover. Now, I haven't trimmed his mane or done anything with it since November? Could even be October actually. So what I'm going to do is, as I said before when I did this with Casper, I am going to use scissors because I'm a show jumper. Don't worry, it's a trust the process. It will look good in the end. Like if I do a dressage test with him, I'm not going to be able to plait a mane this long. Oh, it's quite knotty. Got a bit of sort of mud in there, Jojo. Misty's going to be so happy when he has a short mane. She's been itching to do something to it. I'm like, no, I need to film it for a video. A little top tip, if you have a fidgety horse, what I like to do is if I put my hand behind and then have the scissors like this, if he does move, then what's going to happen is my hand's just going to push the scissors away. They're not going to go into him. But I'm going to do this bit here first, just because I feel like this bit's just easier. Also, there's a bit of a gap here where he's got a bit of a bald spot, but that's okay, Joey. It will grow back this summer. These bits are a little bit, it's kind of at an angle, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull it and then cut it like that. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit first because you can't glue a mane back on, but you can chop more off. I'm gonna be so hypocritical and keep forgetting to put my hand like that. Oh, big chop. Don't worry, it's gonna be wonky to start with, I'll fix it. We don't want it to look like a bowl haircut. I might actually. Maybe I should put him back in the wash bay for this because he's moving so much. I thought having the hay net would be great. Thought it would be a good idea. Keep moving too much. Come on in. Also, a benefit now of doing it in the wash bay is it's not windy like it was before. Before it was blowing everywhere. I'm gonna just be very careful because it's not moving too much. There we go. I'm gonna try and make it a straight line and then I will make it look more natural. Although I feel like a show jumper hairdo does not look, it's not like a natural kind of style, is it? I'll just grab a chunk and I'll just do some upwards cuts to soften it up a little bit. Now I never like to do the forelock because I feel like that's the thing that makes them look like they have a bowl haircut. So if I ever do, what I do is I will twist it around and then I just kind of glide it through like that. Just so then if he wears an ear bonnet, he doesn't have his forelock sticking out, and then I'll just do some little upwards cuts. Oh, you're so good, Joey. Doesn't look like I've done anything to it, to be fair. All right, come on then, Joey. Oh, he looks so smart now. You look like a sports horse again. So his mane is now looking beautiful. I mean, I always say with the mane, it takes a few days to get it 100% perfect because it is quite thick. I didn't want to cut it any shorter. So I do need to do some work thinning it out, but don't want to do too much today because obviously he's got a big day. Having a proper show jumping lesson again rather than just popping one or two fences like we've done so far a few weeks ago. But he's like just suddenly transformed. He's looking so much better. I think the next thing I need to do is wash his tail. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a before and after because the before, it's almost yellow. It's pretty much brown. It is not the pearly white that a grey horse should have. Yeah, it really does need some work doing to it. You know it's dirty because it's darker than my hair and that's saying something. So, oh Joey, don't want to know what's in that actually. I don't want to know. Oh, excuse you. Time to put your tail in the bucket of doom. Let it marinate like a good cup of tea. It actually looks a bit like tea water. I always find this so satisfying. Might have to do it twice. I find if you wash your horse's tail twice, it comes out really nice and white then. Swing your partner round and round, end of the night it's going down. This shows that I'm a very desensitised horse because I can do the helicopter tail dry. There we go, that's dried out pretty quickly. Most horses would not appreciate that at all. While Joey is drying off after his bath, I thought I would enter in some clips of our first ever jump since Joey's injury. Now, of course, we've done everything with veterinary advice from our physio, and also from my instructor Felicity. I didn't want to do any jumping until we knew that Joey was 100% healed, 100% ready, and I didn't even ride him until he was 100% healed anyway. Before that, we've been doing lots of pole work to build up his muscles and his top line, and he's looking so good and he's feeling really strong as well. So we thought, you know what, now's the time where we can do a little cross pole. I think we did like a little upright as well. That was just on the first day, and then on the second day we did a little bit more of a course where I'll add some voiceover so I can talk a little bit more about what I was doing in the session. Now Joey is kind of weird in the sense that the more jumping I do, the more fresh he gets. So because I hadn't jumped him for a while, our first jump back he was actually super relaxed, super chilled. But for our first course back, that was not so much the case. He was very excited, which was actually really lovely to feel. And it goes to show how much he loves his show jumping and that it is his favourite sport. We also made sure that we gave him lots of breaks in between just to see how he was going, like fitness wise, as well as jumping is a little bit more intense compared to what we've been doing previously. Here you can see he got a little bit too excited. I should have done a half halt and he just zoomed down this long side. So the second time I asked him to hold back a little bit more and he did it a lot better. At the end of every session, I do some long and low work in trot just to stretch him out, and of course he gets lots of pats. And then our lesson a week later, Joey felt totally different. He was very sort of slow and steady to start with, doing everything a little bit more minimal effort, but once we started to put the fences up and do a bit of a course, and I really asked him to go forward and I got him a little bit more excited, he started to look a lot better. Also, please excuse how rusty we both look and what my riding is looking like. We're still getting back into things, back into jumping, so I was focusing more on Joey this day rather than my position, which you can probably tell, but was very happy with him at the end. Now I'm just putting everything in the horse box and packing it up. Also, thought I'd just say, I did clean my Lexington jump saddle from Voltaire Design, but because it's like not sticky, but you know when you put all the like leather conditioner on, all of Joey's little hairs from basically they were on me. I feel like navy probably wasn't the best or most practical colour to wear when it's like kind of molting season or shedding season, but a few of them have stuck to my saddle, so apologies, but I can't lie, I really did miss riding in this because Casper doesn't have one of these. I really did miss riding in this when Joey was on box rest, so it's just one of those things, like every single ride with Joey now I feel like I just appreciate so much more. Not that I didn't appreciate it before, but like I never thought I'd be able to ride him again at one stage in my life or at one stage in his injuries, so yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Lots of little wins every day with him, really. We are now in the horse box on our way there. Joey loaded beautifully first time. I'm really excited. I don't have like any big expectations. I'm not expecting to, you know, go and jump like a metre 10 course like we were before, but hopefully he's a good boy and he has a lot of fun. He seemed to really enjoy himself, the little cross bowl and other smaller fences that we've done previously, so fingers crossed it all goes well. I'm very excited.
I've been waiting forever for somebody like you. I'm falling underwater, no more light, can't get enough. Maybe we're too young to keep this right, don't change it up. We don't need to take this too far, we're feeling it right where we are. Me underwater, I can't get enough. Where could this be going? I think you know. All your cards are showing from long ago. Breathe you in, hold it out, come around, and I know I'ma keep you in view. I've been waiting forever, there's nobody like you. I'm falling underwater, no more light, can't get enough. Maybe we're too young to keep this right, don't change it up. Take this too far, we're feeling it right where we are. You got me underwater, I can't get enough.
Oh my goodness, Joey was incredible today. To think what we're doing today and how we were back in December, I never, thought I was going to be able to ride him again. I didn't know if he was going to survive. Didn't know if I was going to be able to jump him again, and the way he's jumping today, honestly, it feels like we've kind of been transported back to where we kind of were at November. I know like we were jumping a bit higher and like my riding's probably a little bit more on the dodgy side and we're both a little bit rusty, but I can really feel it coming together now. He's feeling so good. Obviously, again, we're not pushing anything, but I'm just so proud of him. He was so good. I'm so happy. But anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for watching today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you're new or have not done so already, please like and subscribe. It really does help me out and I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!